ทีม来自韩国 from Korea Republic WANG CHUQIN 现在有请来自中国 from China 王楚钦。
Well, listen to the noise that greets Wang Chuqin, China's world #1, looking very cool and casual as he makes his way into the field of play. I cannot wait to see this match because we've got JAE-HYUN, who is playing the best he's ever played. He is at his absolute peak, and he's taking on a world #1 who looked a little bit vulnerable yesterday. This is going to be a tantalizing matchup, this best of 5. Wang Chuqin, he's a world champion, he's an Olympic champion, he's winner of multiple titles, he has swept all before him. And JAE-HYUN will have a challenge on his hands if he is to win his first ever. Well, this is our umpire. We introduce the officials for this one. And JAE-HYUN is quickly up at the table to introduce himself and await the coin toss.
Grab red or blue. Red form and blue form 1. Blue form 1. Winner to toss. Wang should receive.
Makes his way across the table. JAE-HYUN, who has got the serve, he'll get us underway here. This is for a place in the quarterfinals.
One love.
That's textbook Wang Chuqin, isn't it?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm trying to take it as seriously as possible. It's a huge match at a very, very important event. The second edition of the China Smash, the last Smash of the season. But what we know is that these two are actually very good friends off the table. Bit of locker room, a bit of trash talk between these two in the training hall earlier. Wang Chuqin saying to JAE-HYUN, "You won't even need to go to the showers, mate. This is going to be done quickly."
Well, if he plays like that, it certainly will be. How does JAE-HYUN threaten the world #1? How does he impose his game on him?
Well, JAE-HYUN, for me, is like the Korean equivalent of Truls Morrigard. He's very creative, crafty, tight serve-receive game, an incredible shot maker. He's very good against, well, he's very good at the highest difficulty level shots. So, he's got all the shots, but how does he get the blend right against Wang Chuqin? Point by point. He's going to have to be at his best, no doubt about that.
It is Sora Matsushima who awaits the winner of this. That was an amazing result for the Japanese with the win over Liang Jinkun, the world #5 of China. So definitely these Chinese players are not unshakable.
No. The hardest contender to win the WTT contender JAE-HYUN in China this season, and JAE-HYUN took on Sora Matsushima in the men's singles final. Matsushima clinched it in game 7. So, JAE-HYUN plays well in China, and that win for Sora's fantastic. I think he's been knocking on the door for quite a while. Actually plays in the Chinese Super League. Sora Matsushima.
Great receive from JAE-HYUN.
A difficult ball to pick up because it was a crafty serve from Wang Chuqin. Those bouncy backs have been one to tricky. You don't always know how to meet the ball. Don't really know how much to brush it when it's a bit bouncier. Nice receive. deadly, isn't he, with that forehand?
He is.
3-5.
There's not much stopping him when he produces that.
Everything is just so deliberate. I said that earlier. Everything has intent behind it. How can Wang CHUQIN sort of cause a bit of hesitation? Well, he'll have to play a lot of half-flown balls. He'll have to try and really spin that ball as heavily as possible to make it tough for Wang to counter. Ooh. He left the door open, Wang CHUQIN. It was a great, great shot. Oh, just missed by a whisker.
Yeah, he moved himself well out of position, hadn't he?
Even though it's kind of risky because you are leaving the door open, Wang CHUQIN knows that his best chance is to get that forehand in.
6-4.
Couldn't get the backhand flick in though. There's just no moving with that forehand.
You know, his service game is so strong. A lot of world-class players have been asked to build their dream pro. When asked about who he would choose for the serve, he chose himself, so that goes to show. he really backs himself with his serve game. Sets up his forehand perfectly.
4-8.
And it's very, very difficult for all the right-handers to receive, as he is a lefty. The first left-handed world singles champion since Jean-Philippe Gatien.
And how long ago was that? Testing your knowledge now.
Oof, a long, long time ago. The 90s. In the 90s.
Oh, nicely done.
5-8.
Maybe chance starting to gain traction now around the Infinity Arena for Wang CHUQIN.
Just found out, 1993.
Well, you were in the right decade at least.
8-6.
That's JAE-HYUN with a Wang CHUQIN-esque step around and big forehand of his own.
You know, these Koreans, they've got lightning fast footwork. They've all got great forehands. Him, you know, Jang Woo-jin. Oh Jun Sung's a bit more of a silky player, I'd say, a young star. And Lee Sang-soo, let's not forget him. What a legendary player Lee Sang-soo is. Someone who's beaten Ma Long, someone who's beaten Fan Zhendong, someone who's beaten Xu Xian. Good deep ball save from Wang CHUQIN. Good countering off the bounce.
It's not often we see Wang CHUQIN playing that far back, is it?
Wonderful timing. Better timing than a Swiss watch from Wang CHUQIN. Taking the ball at the peak each time, inside out there, swooping across the ball to guide it out wide with some side spin. That's what he can do. Giving himself a chance here with two serves.
A decent chance, he takes it. I'm just wondering what he said in response to Wang CHUQIN's trash talking, or whether he's letting the table tennis do the talking for him at the minute.
I'm sure he said something back. Gave him a little bit of what for. Why not? You know, Wang is fully aware of how good Wang CHUQIN is. I'd be very, very surprised. I think this is going to be a very, very long-term rivalry, by the way. I'd be surprised if Wang CHUQIN couldn't beat Wang CHUQIN even once. I think he's capable of doing it, I really do. As difficult as it is going to be. Never done it in 6 tries. Never done it in 2 WTT meetings, but he could. He's got gears to his game. Took out Felix Lebrun at the World Champs, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
He is good away from the table, Wang CHUQIN.
10-9.
But he buries that one, Wang CHUQIN. Got some basketball stars in the house, haven't we, Rebecca?
Different kind of ball game, but I wonder if they're taking note of any of these skills on show, whether any of them are transferable across to the court. We've got delight for the crowd as Wang CHUQIN wraps up a tense, tight opener, 11 points to 9. And JAE-HYUN did brilliantly well, didn't he, to get himself back into it and keep pace, but Wang CHUQIN, the class showing at the end, a huge swiping forehand down the diagonal, leaves JAE-HYUN flailing. enjoying the action, don't they? Here we go.
They play for
Second game.
the Shogun
One serve.
Basketball Club here in Beijing.
Love all.
JAE-HYUN was very, very close there to stealing that first game, but at 9-all, Wang CHUQIN holding down the fort, managing to get JAE-HYUN into a defensive position.
Love one.
Firecracker there from the Korean.
I was going to say, you get the sense that the best is yet to come, don't you? After game one was sort of a, not a tentative start, but they were feeling each other out. Fraser, you're open mouthed staring at that replay.
I'll tell you what, all of the remaining Team China players and featuring right now are here watching, as are the coaches. They know we're in for a treat. They know that Wang CHUQIN is going to need all the support he can get here. You can see that Wang CHUQIN getting a bit fed up at the flashes. I mean, he is the most followed player in the world with nearly 10 million followers on Weibo. But, you know, can't be having that here. A lot of first-time fans, you can understand it, but it's very distracting for the players. So it really, really affects Chen Yuan-Yu against Felix Lebrun. A juice in Game 5. I was down there actually in the Infinity Arena. I could see some strobes coming from the crowd.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow.
Very, very bright. It's got to be sorted out.
I mean, there's enough to focus on, isn't there, without the bright lights of the camera flashes too. I mean, the noise as well. There's a lot going on.
The fans are very respectful with regards to that, I must say. They'll quieten down just before the rally begins. Oh, yeah. Lovely flick there. Clever shot from Wang CHUQIN. He saw JAE-HYUN was all over the shot, not knowing what to expect.
Yeah, it was. His footwork looked a bit clumsy there, didn't it?
Three, two.
I heard the word stop, but I couldn't tell what it was for. Coming in from the assistant that time, not the head umpire.
So effective on the backhand as well. I mean, we waxed lyrical about the serve, about the forehand, but that was just sublime work, wasn't it, from Wang CHUQIN with those backhands across the table, just putting real pressure on JAE-HYUN.
His backhand is as good as it needs to be. He wouldn't even want to develop it any more powerful, because then he'd have less time for his forehand. He's a really forehand-orientated player, Wang CHUQIN. It's rare to see him play two backhands in a row, because he's looking to get onto that forehand. The transition between his backhand and his forehand pivot is so smooth. But JAE-HYUN could make life tricky by playing a wider ball, slower into forehand half, and then going deep backhand.
Is he trying to get Wang CHUQIN onto the backhand?
Yeah, he doesn't want that forehand coming into play too often. Right serve, right shot. Bit of role reversal here. Wang CHUQIN trying to fish him down.
5-3.
We don't see him in that spot at all, do we? Far back from the table, and you could see as well, JAE-HYUN was going for that backhand side.
Yeah, he's got to.
Big success there.
He's got to serve in a way that makes Wang CHUQIN indecisive on that receive. Can he touch into the middle and forehand make it a guessing game? Can he play wide, and can he open the table for himself?
6-3.
Well, Wang CHUQIN serving well, as ever, very consistent with that aspect.
Outrageous.
Outrageous indeed. Fraser, talk us through what was going on there, because it was amazing that JAE-HYUN stayed in it for as long as he did. And again, Wang CHUQIN in a position that he's not necessarily comfortable in.
Yeah, lights out table tennis. Incredible countering from both. JAE-HYUN doing really well to get it out of his crossover with an abbreviated stroke. This is the perfect performance here from Wang CHUQIN. He's in his flow state, he's in his element, he's on song. And this is very, very important. It's only him and Lin Shidong left, by the way, here in the round of 16. out of all the Chinese players now. Oh, him and of course Chen Jun-sung, I forgot. Chen Jun-sung, who's on a fairy tale run here.
Here we go. 3-8.
Also Shang Peng. So there's 4 left. Forgive me. Forgive me.
But for 4 left in the round of 16 is not expected. You know, that's not a good return for Team China.
Genuinely was so close.
Okay.
But yeah, the likes of Xue Fei, Xu Yingbin,
3-8.
Yun Lidson, Wang Yozheng eliminated.
Wang CHUQIN, of course.
Yang Jin-kun today, yeah.
And 4.
Great backhand there from Han JAE-HYUN. He's been developing that backhand counter.
Is he more of a forehand player? Yeah,
definitely. Definitely more of a forehand orientated player himself. Came very close to defeating Lin Shidong at the Champions Chongqing. And JAE-HYUN good against Chinese players.
9-4.
But an authoritative applause from Wang Hao. He knows that Wang's playing well.
That is outrageous. Brings up game point in emphatic style, Wang CHUQIN. 6 game points, 72 kilometers an hour. That's not even his fastest that he's hit all week.
He's done that against a world-class push. That acceleration is frightening.
Game 2-1.
And he's certainly accelerating through this match. He is a game away from a place in the quarterfinals. He's just unleashed a different level in game number 2, taking that 11 points to 4. It was a tight opener, 11-9, one that really could have gone either way. Wang CHUQIN showing his class, showing who's boss. Takes game number 2.
In that game. So he's serving middle and forehand tight, and then he's exploding into that backhand. You have to be able to play the parallels well against Han JAE-HYUN though, because he's very comfortable cross court on both the backhand and the forehand. And Wang CHUQIN's done so in brilliant fashion.
Oh, Wang CHUQIN.
1-all.
Yeah, 9-all, wasn't it?
Yeah. Wang CHUQIN just finding a new level in game number 2.
Good spin there from Han.
1-2.
Feel as though Wang CHUQIN was expecting a drive, but Han didn't try and up the ante too much power-wise, kept the rotation on the ball. Just died in front of Wang CHUQIN.
And is that maybe the best chance Han JAE-HYUN has? If he gets Wang CHUQIN pushed back, is that where he's going to win most points?
Yeah, I mean, it's not where Wang CHUQIN normally plays, but
2-all.
look, Wang's too good to get forced back there so often. You know, as good as your tactics can be, he's not going to be there unless maybe you get a little bit of fortune or you're able to play with heavy spin. If Wang doesn't play with the right tactics, you know, it's interesting. Benjamin Faraji, a player who shockingly defeated Wang CHUQIN last season when Wang was going through a rough spell, said Wang was struggling against the higher trajectory spins, heavy top spins. So I might be better off a little bit further away, but he has been faltered. He's going to challenge it.
Let's see then what TTR has to say about this. TTR is ready. Let's have a look at what the verdict is here.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. So as long as it's no more than 30 degrees off vertical, then the serve is legal. So a good challenge from Han JAE-HYUN.
2-3.
So it's interesting. The umpire has to be very specific on what they are calling. So they called there the verticality. It might have been vertical enough, but it could have still been hidden. But even if it is hidden, that's not what they called. They called verticality, not visibility.
So even if the review shows the ball is hidden, they can't then retrospectively say, actually, I don't think the ball is in the right position. That's interesting.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Time out.
It's worth a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Always worth having another look. Got the timeout then for JAE-HYUN. I mean, that was a high-quality match between two brilliant teams, but the LeBrun brothers, that's one that really they would have been expected to win, isn't it, Fraser? Another shock.
The top seeds here are out in the men's doubles.
3-5.
Yep, he had another shock here in Beijing.
Incredible result there, Shunsuke Tagami, a world champion in men's doubles, alongside Hiroto Shinozuka. So that's not even a pair that train together that often either. You know that Alexei Lebrun's been trying to return from injury. Ooh, well, these are the kind of rallies that can affect the confidence of a player. I think he miscontacted it, JAE-HYUN. So let's have a look. Oh, it came off the top edge of his racket, didn't it? Wang looked at JAE-HYUN for some clarification, but here he's levelled.
I think he's pointing to some camera flash in the crowd before we get back underway here. Now here comes this deadly serve from WANG CHUQIN.
Left 5-0. 6-5.
One of the LeBrun brothers are out, as we were talking about a few moments ago. I mean, WANG CHUQIN and Lin Shudong, they are the next highest ranked players in the men's doubles draw. So the door is open for them now.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised to see them do it. Team China really want to clean sweep this event. They want to win all 5 events up for grabs here at the China Smash. Wouldn't put it past them, but Team China have been under quite a lot of pressure recently. There's a lot of foreign threats coming up, especially in the men's singles. Oh yeah, tried a bit of a seatbelt shot. You don't often see WANG CHUQIN try and take on one of those. Good push there from JAE-HYUN. The problem started for Wang yesterday at 2-0, didn't they? So there's still hope here for An.
That's right, looked as though it was WANG CHUQIN's for the taking, didn't it? Against the Polish teenager. Nobody expected such a captivating, close match between them. No one expected 5 games. Oh, well, it's WANG CHUQIN who stretches his lead to 3 here, as he's watched on by his Chinese teammates.
One of the best backhand counters An's played all match, and that was as good as a must-win point right there. Blissfully put away. Steers it wide of the WANG CHUQIN forehand. A half-long counter tactic can be quite effective, but it's so difficult to even calibrate a counter against Wang's brushes.
Well, that was there for the taking, wasn't it, for WANG CHUQIN? Earns himself 3 match points. Is JAE-HYUN just a little bit timid?
I think he's trying to deny the opening attack. He's trying to cause hesitation, but crystal clear here from WANG CHUQIN.
7-10.
So well prepared, so well equipped.
Oh, and he goes wide. It's WANG CHUQIN who's through in straight games, defeats JAE-HYUN for the 3rd time at WTT level. The top seed world at #1 into the quarterfinals. Straight games. Well, it was a close opener. WANG CHUQIN really stretched away in game number 2. That's when the gulf in class between this pair really showed. Tighter in game number 3, but JAE-HYUN had just left himself with too much work to do.